Thank you, Mother, Father, God. Thank you, archangels and ascended masters, for the perfect grace, perfect clarity, and perfect peace that's here for each of us right now. Thank you to the angelic realm, the elemental realm, our ancestors, spirit guides. Up to it. Let's just take in a breath. We'll pray in a minute. If we could just take in a breath, let's say our own names out loud. I am Mark. And let's say out loud, I'm not the rest of the world. I'm not my family. I'm not my relationships. I'm not everyone that I know. I'm not a hurricane. I'm not Afghanistan. And saying your own name, I am Mark. I'm not someone else. I choose peace right now. Thank you, angels, for supporting me in all ways right now. Thank you, angels, for helping me in every single part of my life right now. Thank you, angels, for having this hurricane take a different turn. Thank you for everyone in Afghanistan being safe and well. Thank you for helping no one to feel lost. Thank you for helping anyone who is lost. Thank you for intervening in any plot or plan to harm others. Thank you for the grace and peace that is present on this planet right now. Wonderful. We'll just take in a breath. And we're going to start our prayer again. If we could listen to it like it's the very first time, and to feel Saint Germain, especially, and other angels and guides listening to. Thank you, Mother, Father, God. Thank you, archangels and ascended masters, for being strong and present with us right now. Thank you to the angelic realm, the elemental realm, our ancestors, spirit guides, animal guides, and guardian angels. We thank you for this opportunity, for wonderful peace, for perfect centering, for wonderful groundedness and peace of mind. We celebrate all the peace that is here. We celebrate all the grace that is here. We celebrate all the love that is here right now. And we choose to be uplifted. We choose to acknowledge all that is happening and to not be overwhelmed. We choose to recognize the amount of help available. And we choose to direct our prayers for help for everyone, including ourselves. Thank you, angels. Wonderful. So if we could just breathe in. And if we could let the part of you that is absolutely exhausted, let's let that part of you lie down on the mat provided, or the mattress provided by the angels. Let's let that part of you rest. Defiant self, child self, adolescent self, empathic self. Just notice that part or parts of you who are exhausted. Let's let them lie down. Let's breathe in to the you who connects with the angels, your conscious adult self. And if we could feel a host of guides, nurturing guides, Archangel Uriel, Mother Mary. Mother Mary's been coming through nearly every single day, along with Archangel Michael. And if we could feel them at work to nurture these parts of you that are exhausted, that are overwhelmed, that don't know what to do. And if we could breathe into a central fact that your conscious adult self does know what to do, and we'll do it again right now. If we could just breathe it in as your conscious adult self, let's say out loud, thank you, angels, for helping me in every single part of my life. I hand over to you any experience of overwhelm. I choose to live on a peaceful planet. I choose to live in honesty, truth, generosity, and joy. I release being distracted, and I allow my focus to go to love. Wonderful. So if we could notice Saint Germain, well-dressed guide, perhaps a lot of purple or violet. If we could just breathe in, and if you could place your full attention on him, who's standing right in front of you. Let's notice Saint Germain, perhaps having a very long scarf and him wrapping around. So part of it's wrapped around him. Let's let him wrap part of his scarf around you. Let's notice the two of you joining together. And if we could breathe into his kind, generous, sweet energy, let's let him embrace you and take care of you and perhaps talk in your ear. We could just breathe into all that. And let's let his scarf that surrounds you help. So let's feel this embrace, the energy clearing provided by this masterful guide, the emancipation, the independence, the editing. Let's let Saint Germain edit your energy. Anything that is false, moving away. Anything that is fear-based, moving away. If we could just glance over your shoulder and notice the parts of you that are absolutely exhausted being tended to. Mother Mary doing healing work on parts of you, like Reiki. Archangel Uriel, balancing energy, balancing chakras. We could just notice all that work is happening. And if we could notice with focus, you and Saint Germain. And if we could feel Saint Germain's, with his fingers, his hands, and his scarf, him infusing his own energy into your experience right now and letting him help. And if we could notice, even as your conscious adult self, any part of you going like, no, I want to do it this way. Any resistance, well, what about, how come? Just notice these parts. Let's just take in a super deep breath. And if you could say out loud, I am, if you could listen to Saint Germain saying to you, you are. If you could say again, I am, you are. I am, you are. I am powerful. I am attuned. I am love. I am strong. I am being helped. I am included. I wish for the best for the world. I release helplessness. I release hopelessness. I release the idea of doom. I release any sense of prophecy. I am brand new right now. And I have free will. I'm so grateful to live on a peaceful planet. I'm so grateful to have heard and responded to the wake-up call. I am right on time. My body works perfectly. I celebrate the perfect circulation in my body. I celebrate the release of pain. I celebrate the healing of pain. I celebrate. Let's notice anything else that you want to say. Wonderful. And let's maintain our focus like we're going to speak again at any moment, which we well might. But if we could feel in this moment, um, like a really skinny tornado, um, shoot, strong visual. Let's notice colorful light going straight up from you and Saint Germain as high as it possibly can go. Miles and miles and miles and miles and miles into the air above you. And we'll notice on the other end of that colorful beam of light is the Ascended Master Ashtar, your friend, Saint Germain's friend. Really, really, really far up. So if we could just notice, perhaps telepathically, noticing Ashtar's view of the planet. He sees the entirety of the planet. And if we could witness through feeling Ashtar blessing the entire planet, blessing all the inhabitants of the planet, blessing the giraffes, the hummingbirds, the raspberries, you, them, blessing all beings. And him releasing the idea of suffering as a requirement, that we don't need to suffer. Let's just breathe in and let's say this out loud as a release. I release the idea that suffering is a requirement. I choose to be happy and well. I welcome my body to work perfectly. I celebrate the renaissance of health in my body. Wonderful. So if we could pay attention to this beam or stream or both of energy, very thin, coming up about the width of a head, coming up from you and Saint Germain on the surface of the earth right where you are and going miles up. If we could feel every single system in your body, including your thoughts, being included in this beam of light. Vivid colors, vivacious energy, all of it pleasant, none of it overwhelming. But if we could feel your thoughts being part of that beam of light and being refreshed, your body, and if we could specifically notice and note all the capillaries, the small veins in the body working perfectly, being opened up, wonderful, healthy blood flowing everywhere, including your brain, including your extremities, including your hands, including your eyes. including your joints, blood flowing perfectly to your hips, your knees, your nervous system being relaxed. If we could feel the work, the healing energy being done to your child self, adolescent self, defiant self, compliant self, wounded self. If we could feel this collection of healing happening right now, and all of it helping. And in this moment of clarity and healing, let's just notice how included you are in all the good in the world. If we could take a moment to acknowledge something, if we could say out loud as an acknowledgement which heals, I'm so sad that people are suffering in the world. I choose to end suffering in my own life. I choose to end suffering on the planet. To anyone suffering on the planet, I say to you, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Wonderful. If we could breathe in, and if we could be two spaces at once, let's notice you in Saint Germain right where you are. Let's also notice you in Saint Germain with your friend Ashtar high above the earth. And let's just notice what it's like to witness the earth from high above. And perhaps noticing the same way that we might notice a flower or a sunset, to notice perfection with marvel and wonder. Let's notice the earth being perfect right now. And if we could notice you, Saint Germain, and Ashtar loving the earth and everything and everyone on it right now. And with this observation of love and this action of love, let's consciously choose for ourselves, and Saint Germain and Ashtar will do this with us, to release what William Blake called mind-forged manacles, where we get stuck mentally. And if we could just breathe in and let's say out loud, I free my mind. World peace is here. I am safe and well. I live on a peaceful planet. All of my needs are met and exceeded. All the needs of everyone are met and exceeded, including the giraffes, including the whales, including the people in Haiti, including the United States, including my neighbors, including my loved ones who are passed, including everyone whom I know. There is enough for everyone. I choose peace. I celebrate everyone choosing peace. I choose to live in a world where we all agree. I agree to be free. I am free right now. We all shine on. We all shine on. Wonderful. Let's just take in a breath. So let's notice, like Saint Germain's scarf, let's notice, let's witness Ashtar wrapping this beam of light around the earth. So there's an experience and sense of cohesion, connection, and love. Let's notice you and Saint Germain being right where you are right now, along with the healing guides that are here with aspects of you. Let's notice John Lennon being with you right where you are. Let's just notice what he does, what he says, what he adds. Let's notice the object that he hands you might be a physical object, energetic object that represents peace. And let's notice him handing it to you and you receiving it and holding it. And we'll say out loud to John, thank you. Let's notice all the healing that has happened for the different aspects of you. And the unity that is here as all aspects of you integrate back into yourself. Let's notice also all this healing equaling to a very peaceful nervous system and confidence for you. So if we could just breathe in, we'll notice Saint Germain giving you his scarf. We'll notice all the goodness that is here right now. And if we could say out loud to Saint Germain, I trust all this. And let's say our names out loud. I am Mark. I am right here, right now. This is actually happening. And I'm right here. And to Saint Germain, we'll say out loud, thank you. And to Mother Mary, Uriel, the other healing guides, including Kali, we'll say out loud, thank you. To the different aspects of ourselves, we'll say out loud, thank you. And to Ashtar, we'll say out loud, thank you. And perhaps with a hand on our own heart, we'll say out loud to ourselves, good job. Generous praise, generous possibilities, and generosity around the earth. We thank the presence of Mother, Father, God, and all the archangels and ascended masters. We thank as well the angelic realm, the elemental realm, our ancestors, spirit guides, animal guides, and guardian angels. We thank you for this opportunity right now, for wonderful peace, perfect clarity, and wonderful joy. We celebrate the possibilities of this moment and the probabilities of more peace. We celebrate the presence of all the different guides, including Saint Germain, including Ashtar, including Mother Mary, including Archangel Uriel. And we feel this sense of team. We release the idea that we're doing all this on our own or that we're isolated in our thoughts. We choose to release overwhelm. And we choose to embrace being part of something fantastic. And we celebrate peace on earth, peace on earth, peace on earth, peace on earth. And with generosity, peace, and ease, we quite simply and lovingly ask for this or something better right now in all directions of time. And so it is.